then you go from there. You go on loan to Ipswich.
Yeah.
Right to Ipswich.
Oh wait, hold on. This is a big one.
Hey.
That is a big one.
This is the what would you say, the full circle moment? Pull the shirt up.
Hey, that's the biggest one. That is
26th of June. Announced it. MACAULEY Bonne, hometown boy.
How
coming
that?
back on loan to Ipswich? When the agents call him and saying, "Yo, listen, we're looking for a loan move," Ipswich is talking about talk us through that. What is that feeling like?
Yes.
11 years later, after getting released, what is that emotion like?
You said get it done.
Please.
I went back to QPR for the first day of pre-season.
Yeah.
And they said to me, if you want to take you on loan, and Hull City, who were in the championship, who were in the championship. I met Grant McCann, the manager, and got on the way home phone call saying, Paul Cook, Ipswich Town wants to take you on loan. I want you to get it done. Do it.
What was that feeling like when you got it signed, medicals, got it over the line for the loan move? That first initial, right, like when you know it's bread and butter, because obviously for someone like you, grew up, like you said, from your dad's house, you can see the fucking ground. Obviously, it's all until it's in writing, it's all speculation.
Yeah, I'm back at home.
You know what I mean? And you're saying to your agent, get it done. But football's a crazy business. Anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen like that. Yeah. So once you've signed it and shook hands with Paul Cook and you said, we've got you on. What was the first call like? Calling pops, calling mumsy. What was that like? The feeling.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, proudest day of my life.
Crazy.
Because I've got released there for not being good enough.
11 years later.
And 11 years later, they've signed me because they want me.
That's nuts. What? Do you remember the first phone call to your dad? Like telling him.
Yeah, because I remember. I shouldn't have told, but I remember I went to his the night before and told him I'm signing for Town tomorrow.
What was he like? Gassed?
Yeah.
Gassed. Pops, I can imagine.
I told
Pops
him.
was gassed.
Yeah.
That's sick. So then, 7th of August, MACAULEY Bonne returns to Portman Road. The theatre dreams for the boys from the IP2 area and other areas, but the IP2 area especially. Another game, another debut, another goal. On your debut for Ipswich.
This was after COVID now. Like COVID,
everyone's
allowed.
Yeah, everyone's there. Yeah.
Everyone's there now.
Yeah, big crowd, Portman Road.
So let me set the
3 o'clock.
Hey, for the people.
3 o'clock.
Let me set the
Sunny
scene.
day.
Let me set the scene.
Hey, go on.
7th of August. The Chantry boy returns to Portman Road.
Yeah.
I believe was their game tied up, or did you score the equaliser?
I scored the equaliser.
Scored the equaliser. What? Do you come on, right? Come on,
Yeah.
sub. Gaffer, Paul Cook, Macca, get warmed up. You're coming on.
Everyone's standing up. Standing ovation.
Bro, everyone who's an Ipswich fan already knew what time it was. Like everyone knew, yo, this is the boy who got. Because Ipswich kind of made like it was sick because the newspapers, Ipswich Site, EADT, they sort of made like this big deal of this is the boy who used to play for Ipswich, got released 11 years later. Here he is back on loan. Let's see what he can do. So Paul Cook calls your number. He's sitting on the bench. Paul Cook, Macca, get warmed up. You're coming on. Talk to us. What's that emotion and feeling?
So during pre-season, I put the shirt on in pre-season games, and I don't think it really hit me until I picked my shirt up, 18 Bonne on, and put it on and stood on the side, and so I'm coming on to play for at Portman Road, and that's when it hit me like, I've done it. I swear to you, it was the proudest moment of my career. If God struck me down that day and said I couldn't play football again,
You were good.
I'd have been happy.
You were good.
And okay, that was my first touch to goal.
So you're there. So before we get to that part, you're there. Man's taping up. Man's standing up now. Before it goes up. And you're just, because I can only, it's weird because someone in my position, I can only imagine what it's like. But bro, you know what it's like before because before you're a pro baller. But everyone has them daydreams and dreams of like standing on the touchline and just like looking around.
Yeah.
For me, it was Highbury and Emirates. But obviously still Portman Road because I'm from Ipswich. But I've had dreams of standing at Portman Road in an Ipswich shirt, like looking around and it's packed out.
I've dreamt of that goal.
That's what I'm saying.
Before.
So before you've even got on the pitch, you're on the touchline, you're with the fourth official. What's going through your head?
I remember just standing there and looking up to the right wheel, like my family up.
Yeah.
Like that game, I must have like 50. I must have got like 50 tickets for my debut. I
Everybody.
remember looking up, and my whole section of where I was with were up, and it kind of got everyone going. Next thing, when they read my number out, the whole crowd just my name came out. My name called out at Portman Road. Like, Con was like,
Nervous? Was you nervous?
Good nerves. Like, right,
Here we are.
this is me. Like, I'm here now. And I remember, the ball went back to Vazad Ladaki, and I was with James Norwood, and I remember the ball just got pumped up.
Set the scene also. Ipswich are 2-1 down at the time.
Yeah, 2-1 down.
2-1 down. Morecambe.
Morecambe.
2-1 down.
I hadn't even touched the ball yet. And I remember the ball going up. North flicked it. And I just remember that it's like the whole scene went slow motion.
I was about to say, did it go? Because you always hear people say this in this big moment, like it goes silent and it just goes slow.
Honestly, I don't remember when the ball fell in my path. I don't remember hearing anyone else apart from my own thoughts. And I'm in my head. I swear to you, I can't remember to tell you what I was saying, but I didn't even look at the goal. I just would have ran through. Remember having the defender holding me. I remember just striking the ball, and as I'm looking up, I just see it going through his legs, and the ball rolled in the net.
Slow motion.
And it was like
91st minute.
Oh my god.
and I remember just running. And I always said, if I ever score for Town, I'm kissing that fucking badge. And it's the first thing I did. I ran away, kissing that badge, looking at a packed out North stands, and I was like, this is the moment I've dreamt of.
Everyone cheering
Not
your name.
from being released from Ipswich, not from being 8-year-old, from being that kid younger than that, before even playing for Ipswich, watching Ipswich Town at Portman Road, watching Darren Bents, watching Sheffield Coochies, watching Darren Ambrose, watching Thomas Priskin saw against Arsenal in FA Cup, saying all them lot there play. I've just written myself in that level of I've scored at Portman Road on my debut, and I'm from Chantry. It's like, for me, it's like,
Bro, it couldn't have gone any different. You come on at the game, you're 2-1 down, at home, and you're scoring the 91st. Like, you can't write this shit up. Like I said, you might have to go down with the photo on this debut goal because it's crazy. So, bam, the ball's fell to you, scored, kissed the badge. Obviously, the boys must have just been all up. Can you remember, like, the euphoric feeling, can you even put it into words, like, what it really felt like to sort of look up at the North Stand and just be like, and it's almost like a fast route through life, like the teacher telling you you're never going to make it as a footballer. You're sitting in the meeting.
All those thoughts are going through your head.
You're sitting in the meeting, they're saying you don't work hard enough to get released, and it's 11 years later, here we are.
can I be honest with you and tell you what I did? I'm back in that changing room. I sat down. Cookie said, well done to me. I got in the shower and I cried, bro. I had tears to myself.
That don't surprise me, bro.
That's just got to be one of the moments where you're like,
Aye.
what the fuck?
And it was like, that's the moment. I remember the Neatbuff game, like, that is the moment. I've played that moment in my head.
A million times.
From that moment then, probably 20 years. From the moment I like kicking the ball and I saw Ipswich Town badge, I played that moment in my head for probably 20 years, and I've just gone and done it. Like, everything I've said I've wanted to do is play for Ipswich. I scored equaliser on my debut at the North Stand, where I've been looking at for years thinking, look at the size of that, and then you realise
That's mad.
at that time, man, my career had peaked. Like, bar the move to QPR, money.
That felt like
Is that
your favourite moment in your career?
Hands down.
Easy.
Madness.
That is insane. What is it like to, bro? I can only vicariously live for a man, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I'm 25. I'm not playing pro now. It's done. Dream's done.
Yeah.
So, what is that feeling like to play for your boyhood club? Like, is that the bet? Like, you've been married. I know the missus ain't gonna want to hear it, but bro, where does that measure up in life accomplishments?
Have you got kids?
No.
Like, where does that measure up? Where does that one measure up?
I'll be real. My wedding day was magical.
Yeah.
Mental. But scoring there, it's
Different type of magic.
It's different. I
can't
can't compare it. Wedding day was best day of my life.
Okay, but if I said to you, you can only replay, you're on your deathbed, you can only replay one more moment. It's slipping the ring on closed finger. I ain't trying to put you in a bad spot in the doghouse, but yeah. Or they said, "Hey, Macca, we can run that whole situation back in the 91st minute." Do you know what? I ain't gonna make you answer it. Yeah, I ain't gonna make you answer it. But bro, that's a moment where you look up.
The business is watching.
Yeah,
I won't lie to you. I still watch that goal.
I was gonna say, watch it over. That's insane. Bro.
And from that moment there, I felt like obviously people knew who I was in Ipswich, but I didn't just gain respect from. No, I gained the respect from the fans, not just football fans, everyone in Ipswich. Because from that moment on, it was like in the papers, and then I'd go out somewhere and just people wanted photos, pictures, blah, blah, blah. And then going to the moment going my second game in, then I'm seeing people with Bonne 18 shirts on. And
I can't even imagine that feeling, bro.
I went on a good goal scorer from being. I just felt at home. Like I felt like this is my place. And season fizzled out. I ended up going to QPR. But the one thing for me now that sets to me, I remember another proud moment for me was we played Sheffield Wednesday at home. And I come into the changing room and James Pullen, the kit man, he walks through and he's smiling at me. I'm like, I'm boys with him, but he smiled at me in a different. It was a different smile. I was like, what's going on here? Cookies walked in, had the meeting, and he threw the captain armband at me.
Oh my gosh! Oi!
What was that like?
Now that for me again there, the scoring the goal, and then captaining now my boyhood club against Sheffield Wednesday.
No, that's crazy.
Like, I can't remember. I don't think I told my. Obviously, but my family found out when I didn't tell them. I can't text them. I'm like, I'm so excited, and they found out on the team sheet come out on Twitter, on Instagram, the C next to my name. Oh, my phone was blowing up. I remember after the game looking at it, and then I remember walking out and just feeling so focused. But I'm screaming in my head. Like, this is like, I remember standing in that tunnel at Port Road, seeing the North Stand and the Cobble Stand, just standing there. I'm like, and I remember I had a mascot, my mate Lee Barber. His son was my mascot that day.
Oh, Barber's son, yes.
And I just pictured myself being that kid again, looking up at the town captain, thinking like, oh, I want to do that when I'm older. And I remember just picturing myself like, that young kid again, staring out there, like you said, you picture like just that, and I was like, and then standing in the tunnel goes dark, and I remember when the refs walked out, I've walked out onto the pitch, and I'm leading Ipswich Town as a captain for the day. I'm like, for me at the time, football couldn't get any better for me. It was just like, I remember walking out, having the armband on me, just. I didn't do nothing different. I weren't like shouting out at the captain. I was just gassed to have it in my arm.
That must be nuts,
and
man.
I remember we were 1-0 down. I remember the ball in the box, Matt Penny, and I managed to keep it in. And the goalie caught it. And I'm like, and I remember looking at the clock, 90th minute. I'm like, my head went down. And something inside me said, just try this for a second. And I've crept up behind the goalie. And the crowd were going mental.
I remember this.
And I went, there's a video of it, and I went,
and
the crowd went silent. So I'm like, right. So he's going to look around in a second. He's rolled the ball down. I've ran around him. I've chopped up Domino over. I've set Scott Fraser. He's whipped it in the box. Chappers has scored. And if you watch the video, Chappers grabs the ball out to go and like start again. We all just go celebrate in the corner. And to this day, if you go look at Portman Road, you know where the club shop is?
Yeah.
You're going to got that line of people in the stadium with the honours and that. I'm the 8th one. So there's a picture of me on Portman Road to this day.
Mad.
It says he's behind you. There's a picture of me from that goal. So
you made your dreams come true.
For me now,
you made your dreams come true.
I've got my picture cemented on Portman Road.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right,
that's crazy.
And also to go on top of that, you win Ipswich Player of the Month in August and then September, right?
Yeah,
back to back. That must be unreal. Bro, like, man is divvying out. Man's divvying out bucket lists. Like, if you were a kid and you had to write down a bucket list.
Captain.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, when you were that kid who just signed for it, even before you signed for Ipswich, if they said, listen, MACAULEY, write down everything you want to do in your life, probably the first thing on there would have been play for Ipswich. Maybe second thing captain, third thing score, fourth thing might have been player of the month. And bro, you've done every you've done it. Like you completed football from what you've set out to do, which is insane.
Like everyone would say, like obviously everyone's dreams to play in the Premier League.
Yeah. Was that your dream?
A dream.
But it wasn't the dream.
My dream was to play for that club, Ipswich Town. That was my dream. I swear to you, obviously everyone wants to play in Premier League. Obviously, I'm 27. I don't write myself up. Obviously, it'll be a long shot, but I don't doubt my ability to help me get back to where I want to be playing. But my dream was always to play for Ipswich Town. Bro, that was my number one dream.
It's insane because it's so weird seeing someone who's so. It's almost like you also look at a man. You're like, bro, man went to the same school as me, and I've seen him do. Like I've watched him at youth.
Did you cry?
Nah, I tell you, the first time I got to crying was like I said when he scored on his birthday. And the Jeff Stenner thing, I remember sitting there, I was mad emotional. Because that almost makes you think it's like a moment where you're like, first of all, I can't believe I'm watching this. Yeah. Second of all, it's like, it almost makes you, man can do that.
It's
like,
doable.
Yeah, it's doable. It's weird to see someone, because you know when you always see people talk about famous people and they're like, oh yeah, well I saw my man from da-da-da, and he could do it, so why can't I do it? You're like, bollocks, man. But that was like the first time I was like, this is actually what people are talking about when they see someone from their area progress. Because like Titus, Kieran, the older Dizel, Foxy, them lot are not my generation. So I can't relate in saying Mac is 2 years above me. I've been to his mum's house, been watching him when he was playing under 18s. So to like see that moment, you're like, oh shit, like this is real. Even now, like when I watch Dawes play ball or I see Wolkie playing for the first team, like they're two men I used to play with. So I watch it, I'm like, bro. Even people who I played against, I'm watching now, I'm like, that's like a real life. And to see someone live out their dream is, bro, come on, man, that's unreal. I can only imagine what the feeling is like. Like, can you imagine? I don't know what your sporting dreams are, if you had any, or what your imagine like being a kid and saying, man, I wish one day I could play for Ipswich, and you end up going to play for Ipswich, you get released, 11 years later, you come around, at home, you get to score on your debut.
You could, yeah, like, your life is a movie.
Bro, that's a movie, man. That's like the movie Goal, come on. That's the Charmy version of the movie Goal. The IP2 version of Santiago Muniz.
I reckon.
So obviously, you return back to Charlton after. Your deal runs out, right, at Charlton? When you, after the Ipswich loan, you go back to Charlton?
QPR, yeah.
Your deal runs out.
No, I got paid up.
Oh, you got paid up?
Yeah, they paid
so
me
then free agent.
Free agent, yeah.
Boom. So then you're like, cool, pre-season starting, you're without a club still, right?
No, I left there in the December, January time, so yeah.
Oh, so like, you've seen the end of the season go off.
No, season started.
Oh, season started. Oh,
I
okay,
left.
season started
I left
and you left. Okay.
midway through.
So what was that like to be like? Okay, shit. Like, now I'm clubless right now.
No, because you did well at Ipswich. But why
Yeah,
didn't you? Was there a reason why?
Talks or?
There was talks. Just there was things that I can't speak about right now that went on behind the scenes, but I can't. But no, there was talks, and honestly, I've got a lot of respect for that club. That club done. There was things happened personally in my life as well. That club really, really helped me out with, and I've got nothing but appreciation for that club. I always will have. Sick. So when at QPR, I had a good pre-season.
Yeah.
Good pre-season. Didn't featured a few times, and then new manager comes in. I'll tell you how it come about. Like I was training really well. Even boys said, "Mac, you're going to play." We were playing Sheffield United on TV on Monday night. And, you're going to play Monday. And I remember on the Friday, Neil quickly pulled me and goes, "So yeah, we're going to let you leave." I was like, "So what can change you?" And the boys are like, "Are you starting?" I'm like, "I'm leaving." They're like, "What? Are you joking?" They're going to pay me up to leave the club.
What was that like? Was that like a full circle moment again back to Ipswich?
Yeah, it was, but I was like, they're paying me up what I owe me on my contract, so for me to go and be a free agent again. So I rejoined Charlton in January, and just for the rest of the season. But by that time, I was in a good place.
Yeah. So
focus on football really, really. My main priority, but my headspace just wasn't in the game. Although the manager, Dean Holden, was brilliant. He knew what was going on with me and he knew how to just help me out. And I said the season played a few games, scored a few goals, and the season fizzled out. And that's when I became a free agent in summer again.
What's that? What is that? The first time you've been a free, like since you've been a pro? Yeah. That's the first time you've been a free agent, right?
Ever, yeah.
So what was that like? Almost like sitting home, like
was that the lowest point of your career?
I wouldn't say a low point, but what I will tell you which not many people know this, I consider retirement this summer.
Serious? What for? What reason? In terms of
I love the game.
You just didn't feel like you loved it anymore. Is that a scary moment? Because this is another side of the game that you don't hear people talk about. So, what is that like sitting at home? Because you're only 27, right?
Yeah.
You're contemplating retirement. You're a free agent.
This is all you know as well.
All I know. So
all you know is you've never had a normal job. You've only done pro football. So what at that time is going on in MACAULEY Bonne's head, and what are the thoughts going through you? What
football wasn't the thought at the time.
Like at all.
It was more. I had my wedding coming up.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that. So when the season finished, my full focus was on. I'm getting married. Like, so I'm happy, man. I'm like. So at that time, football isn't even on my brain.
Wow.
Like, people ask me, what are you doing next season? I'm like, I don't know. And then, so the summer goes by, weeks of football, go home, go and get married in Santorini. Best day, bro. It was just magical, man. Like, you can't explain it. Like, I was so emotional. It was mad, but like, it was just magical, man. It was mental. And I can't, like, I still look back and look at the photos and the videos of it, and then we got married and we flew to the Bahamas for our honeymoon, and then went to Orlando because my missus loves Disney. So I've done like days in Disney's real, bro. The Disney walking's real.
Sick. Yeah, I've been there.
The walking is mad.
Oh, bro. Oh my gosh, insane.
That's gonna be you one day getting married, by the way.
Yeah.
When I was out there, I was like, "Is this what I'm missing out on?" Like
living life.
Yeah. Not just having to do it in a certain part of the year.
Right.
So then we have the honeymoon. I'm away. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying Bahamas. My wedding was sick. Orlando. We come home. I was just my agent speaking, so so-and-so class. But it wasn't like, and then it got to the point where like there was clubs who liked me but weren't really having a go. So I started questioning, like, am I a bad footballer?
Am I good enough?
Am I good enough anymore? Is my time done? Like, I've been in the game now 9-10 years.
How was you physically though? How did you feel physically yourself?
Good. So I was going to a true gym. I got myself in, but I was more focused on physically looking good.
Yeah.
And going to the gym with my wife. It was nice, man. I was like, this is day to day stuff. Going to the gym, come home, look after my dogs. And I laid in bed a few times speaking to her, and I was like, everything's making question that, do I want to go back to football? Do I want to go back to Monday to Friday, training, travelling every other weekend around the country in a hotel by yourself or with a roommate? And
what did she think? How was she at that moment?
She's so supportive. Like, she was like, just do what makes you happy. If you're happy not playing football, she'll never tell me not to, but she'll say to me, you'll regret it. Well, not regret it. It's like, just do what makes you happy.
You know, get them years back.
And because fair play to her, man, she's been through a lot. Like, she's seen me at my lowest points in football, which no one else probably ever has. I've to live with her, and she had to deal with some real bad moments from me, just where I was mentally, and so I really just thought. Then the season started, and I'm like, I still ain't got a club. I'm like, and I'm obviously mate saying, I League One clubs this summer, saying, I'll come and train bus, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, normally, I think a few years ago, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm coming. And I was like, I don't know, man, like.
You didn't have that fire.
That's it. I didn't have that
fire.
Hunger. The hunger.
Moment.
That is a scary moment.
How I look at it is, when you're 27, the only thing you know is football. Is that a moment like, okay, if I am going to contemplate retirement,
what am I doing after?
What the hell do I do for these remaining years?
Yeah, that would go through my mind, and I'd said some mad things of what I want to do, and I knew deep down I'd go back to playing football.
Yeah.
But my mind was like, there's a possibility I could just one day say, I don't want to do this anymore. And I did think that a few times. Wake up in the morning like, I don't want to do this. But then obviously, got the phone call from Gillingham, who were League Two, and I just thought, I've done it all before. I can do it again. I've had to drop down. I could have gone to League One. I thought, why not go to League Two with Gillingham and
Give it a go.
Give it a go and try and find that hunger and that love for the game again. And bounce back. So I went in and done pre-season with them, and they offered me a contract, a year deal.
Enjoying it there as well.
Enjoy it. And weeks have gone by. I've had to use the start of the season, my pre-season, and now I'm fit. And I've scored. I'm now 3 and 4 in my last 4 starts. Now starting to.
Is the love coming back?
It's coming back. It's
like,
is it that one?
The more you play,
is it that one? No.
Because bro, I even know what it's like playing like step 5, step 6, knowing what it's like coming around and like I'm like, oh shit, pre-season's here. I ain't got a club.
Yeah.
Like, and this is not my livelihood. I don't do this for a living, so I kind of know what it's like to almost. I don't know what it's like to be in that position because it's not my livelihood, like I said. But I know the feeling of like losing the love for football and then like playing your way back in. So going forward, how do you feel like? Do you feel like the more you play and the better you play, the more you get that?
The hunger's coming back now. I'm now finding my feet, back fit, sharp, scoring. I'm now remembering why I played this game.
Right, you love that, and that's the thing you know within yourself as well when you've got it, when it's coming back.
But also, the physical side contributes, but the mental side is even more important.
Because
95% of it is the mental side of it.
Yeah, because if you're not mentally right, I could have folded and just sat it in.
Yeah,
and I've been in some bad places.
Yeah,
which really messed me up for a while.
Yeah,
but I'm dealing with that now and getting back to
your very best.
Myself. Yeah,
back to the game. So what league are you in? League 2, right?
League 2, yeah.
So now you're back League 2. It's almost like a bounce back ability.
Yeah.
Because you're like you said, you've been here before. I've dropped down before. But you dropped a league below than what you were now when you went to Orient. So are you sort of looking like, call them on a 1-year deal? This is my year to just show, listen, I'm 27. This is almost my prime. Like,
I still got
27 is your prime, really. So you're using this year as to like, I'm back on the map.
Yeah,
and
literally
goals speak more than anything for a striker.
Put my name back on the map just to make people remember that I'm still here.
Yeah,
I've just had the last season or 2 haven't gone my way, but now I'm back, and for me now it's like I'm
back and better.
The story ain't done.
In LA.
I ain't done.
It's 27.
I ain't done.
A lot of man 27 are only now start like all this the whole bit we've just been talking about is only 27. So like all of that stuff that you've done is all prior to 27. You've got another easy 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is, like you said, you play best when you're feeling good, smile on your face, and you're getting back to that. Where do you see yourself? I said to you, 27 now, because in that interview you said you've done for BT Sport, you were like, yeah, when I'm 20, what did you say, when I'm 25, I want to be in the championship. So I'm going to say to you now, when you're 29, you're 27.
When you're 20,
when you're 29.
When you're 30, let's say you're 30.
Even 29, 30, where do you see it going?
Saudi.
See where it goes, but obviously I want to say playing back at the highest level I can.
Yeah.
With Gillingham or not Gillingham, but I want to be playing for a top League One championship side again. I feel like I can do that again. And I feel like, I'm 27 now. My body's not 27. In my mind, I'm still that 18-year-old kid that I can still get about. And my mind is still fresh, and it's just actions speak louder than the words. Now I've got to go and perform and make people remember why and that I can do this and how I can do this. So it's now for me that I've got to put my talk is cheap. I've got to go and perform now.
Go speak.
That's it.
Man.
So now for me, it's like just doing what I can now, smile on my face, and whether it takes me, it takes me.
You feel like you got like someone to prove, a point to prove.
Yeah.
that fire
Like a chip
there.
on your shoulder.
Yeah, like
It's
I've
like
got some people's mouth to shut.
yeah, because they've been over the last seasons as managers. I like him, but this. I like him, but that. And I'm going to turn your butts into. Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So now that's what I'm doing.
That's the craziest thing about football that I always say to people. Football's a game of opinions.
Yeah.
Whereas you can look at one gaffer, like one gaffer that might have passed up on you will say, it's this, but... And you'll have another gaffer who will say, that's my type of player, and you'll play, and goals will just... That's the craziest thing about football. It's not all about ability and mental headspace. It's about what managers will put you in what positions. Like you say, when you were at QPR, you felt like you could have done it, but you just didn't get enough game time. Where in a parallel universe, you get the game time, you ball out, you score, and you're in a different position. That's where it's crazy, because same way you went to Orient, imagine when you went to Orient the first time and the gaffer just sat you on the bench and none of that happens and the whole story doesn't go. So that's the crazy thing about football. It's a game of opinions, man.
100%.
But like you said, goals are undeniable. So when a man is bagging them in, you know when man's bagging them because I see him on the Insta story. I'm like, yeah, my dog's back. My dog's back, man. It's sick to see. It's sick to see.
Yeah.
Bro, I know you can do it, man. And like you say, use this year to prove yourself. And all of a sudden that phone start ringing again. The phone start blinging.
Nah, we'll see, hopefully.
What do you want to do after football? Do you know what you think? What you got in mind? Did you still want to be involved with the game, coaching perhaps, or
Probably, yeah, but yeah, like I said, probably work around the agency world in coaching. But then flip side to that, I'm a motorsport head, so anything to do with that, I don't know. I don't know right now, but right now again, I'm going back to that kid being like, I want to be a footballer.
And you're just tunnel vision.
Yeah,
is it mad? Like in football, you're almost told what to do by your coaches, managers. You're being told what to do, what to eat, what time to be there for. Do this at this time. Be there at this time.
Yeah.
Train on a Tuesday. Train on a Wednesday. Play on a Saturday. Like you got that scheduled up. You got your life scheduled up. But when you're not doing that anymore and you haven't got that in your life, would that be something hard to get used to, you think? Or would that be
probably, yeah, but
easy move?
I think I'll enjoy the break when I do retire for a bit.
I hear you.
Just relax and put my feet up for a bit. But like I said, right now, it's just tunnel vision, getting back to my best. So I don't really think about it right now.
It's almost like you've come full circle again. And you're like this young kid, hungry, and just...
I've done it once, I'll do it again.
There you go. And you're in the perfect prime position. Before we get up out of here, bro, what happened with the car? I had to ask you, man. I'm on Twitter now, yeah. Man know me. I'm a late nighters. Yeah. I'm laying in bed, maybe with a babes.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling now. It's one account, and I see this black Beamer just dusting through the... I'm like, hold up. And do you know what the mad thing is? Yeah, it said League 2 player. It didn't say like no any names. Yeah, I just seen a car come under. I'm like, I bet that's MACAULEY. I don't know why, bro. I see my car. Bro, what the hell happened?
What's going on?
I thought at first, oh, man must aquaplane like man must hit a puddle under that bridge. Like, what happened?
Hit a wet patch under the tunnel.
I thought so. And
car spun out. Once it was gone, it was gone.
I watched that video bare times because it's the way the man in the back just get the whip. Like, them man out like, oh shit.
4 man in the car, 3 man in the car. Timmy, Dieng, Shay Alexander, and George Lapsey. And it was mad. Like the car hadn't got out, and we went and trained after that, bro.
Oh, I thought that was after training. Oh shit, that was before training. Because I saw a man had the sports things on. I thought, oh, them man are cutting back from training probably just now.
But you lot hopped at the car and everything was right.
Yeah, bro. What did the guy say? The guy, he must have been like, what the hell?
His he's got a whole new driver and a new car.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, I said that to someone. Someone was like, raw, man, imagine. I said, nah, my man's good because that average whip he had on the driveway, his whole shit's getting relevant.
Oh, yeah.
Was the car behind you, the Range Rover, your brethren's as well?
Yeah.
How did that go going into training? Was your car drivable or not?
I wrote it off.
Oh, it was a write-off, yeah?
Yeah, it's gone.
So when you got to the training ground, you said training, like, how the hell did you explain that to the gaffer? Were you like...
No, because the boys there saw what happened. They were like, I've heard what happened. It's fine. Just, are you okay? Yeah, fine. Train. Good. Sound.
Gaffer was cool.
Irish, yeah.
That's mad that got caught on camera, you know. That's mad. Was it like, do you have any sort of backlash from that or not?
Yeah, so every game now the fans sing he parks where he wants.
Oh,
Hey, Hey, bad publicity is good publicity, baby.
Yeah, but that's done now. New car and
there you go. Moving on. And see, hey, that might have bought you a little fortune. That might have shook up some fortune because 3 and 4. 3 and 4.
Quick one before we wrap up. Best player you played against?
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, man went big.
It was at Derby, wasn't he?
Man went big.
How was that? Is
he just like
impossible
to get near?
I ran on the picture and I didn't look at no one else. I was just staring at him. It was mad.
He was still dumb when he was
You
there
played
as
against
well.
Jude as well.
It's funny to talk about that. Jude Bellingham. I scored against Birmingham and then they scored equaliser, which kept them safe for the championship. There's a photo of you going on. Look, me on the pitch, like all cold and ball, like fuming. He comes behind me and taps me on my back, saying, "All the best, lad." Got on his flight next day, signed for British Dortmund, didn't he?
Man said, "I'm a save Birmingham."
All the best.
A man's going British, just ching.
Hey, what do you think of him now?
Incredible.
It's unreal.
Incredible.
How good was he like when you played against him? Like,
Mental, so I can't understand how he is now.
was he levels of like?
He was
certain players
16,
played
bro.
He
with
was
and
16 years old.
Crazy. Same as his brother now. His brother's like 17. He's doing the madness.
Yeah, no, he was.
Was it one of them ones where you're like, oh yeah,
He's gone. He's clear.
He's got it. That's
Look,
nuts.
just see it.
How mad is
Swagger,
that, man?
arrogance, just the ball playing ability.
And he knows he's good as well.
the
I can
picks,
imagine.
bro.
That's mad. Big you as
Go
well.
on, quick fire from you.
Yeah, you go again. I ain't got one yet.
Toughest man you've played against, like toughest to play against, like hard as nails in training,
Training or in games.
training and games or whatever. Hard as nails, big fat tackles to the neck.
Danny Shitu.
Ooh.
Years ago, because you know why? I was 19 for Cole U, played Millwall away, and I'd never seen anything like him. In the tunnel, he told me, "I'm going to break your legs." And he was going in ham, bro.
I was getting
Yeah, solid.
Quickest player you played against,
Quickest player.
or you played with, or against? Pace to burn.
Wes Burns would be one of the fast ones.
Where's his Burns?
Yeah.
He's
Really
rapido. He's
Yeah.
rapido.
Well, I'd say Wes Burns because he's blowers. Like, it looks, and it's effortless.
My brother's quicker than Wes Burns.
Caden Jackson.
Caden Jackson.
Rah. Man said my bro's looking at him. That's
My brother is quicker than any of them.
I'm trying to think of what's up when I played.
I'll tell you who's quick, innit? Is he not that type of
not
different
sort
type
of
of birds?
There's a kid at QPR called Sinclair Armstrong.
Mad.
And you know when you run, like, you do your testing and that, yeah? I remember we played a pre-game doing box-to-box strides.
Just,
I was blowing, yeah,
and he's just
and they come
cruising.
past me, bro. Like, and I remember he hit like a 10.8 meters per second.
jeez.
That's Olympic level, bro.
That's crazy.
Worst manager you played under.
Ooh. Gotta be Paul Cook, innit?
Best, one of the best, one of
What's
the
the
best,
best? What's it?
one of the best for me. But Neil Critchley,
Who was that for?
QPR, he didn't play me,
Oh,
and he gave me, and he just wouldn't tell me excuses why. It was always like excuse.
yeah. They're the worst gaffers, man. Just like you're looking for an honest answer.
Like a shit manager.
Yeah.
Not shit manager because it was
Just
good, but just
bad man
didn't
management.
give me. Yeah, it wasn't, yeah, that's
You
it.
go
Yeah.
to him like, what do I need to do to get in the team?
Yeah.
And there was
You're
no
just sort of
answers.
beating
Yeah.
around, so you're like, it's a what's the best stadium you've played at, excluding Portman Road? What's the best away ground you've played at?
Oh, yeah.
I played at Wembley.
Bar Wembley.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, when you've gone to and you're like, oh shit, this is loud as fuck in here. This is going to be a long Tuesday night, long Saturday night.
Played at Sunderland Stadium a lot.
Oh.
Loud.
The Hawthorns, West Brom. It was packed out on my birthday.
Have you played at St. James before?
No, that's one I want to play, bro.
That would be nuts.
Um,
Stadium of Light, yeah. Them man ain't playing either.
yeah,
That's always packed
that
out.
was a good day, man. That's what I say there.
Best pitch played on, bar Wembley. If Wembley even is, because I always see Wembley was mad
It was
plotted.
good, bro.
It was good. Is it as big as people say as well?
Yes.
Is it that mad? Is it that much bigger? Because everyone I say everyone I spoke to, I've spoken to like 2 men who played at Wembley, like properly. And everyone's like, bro, pitch is unbelievably big. I'm like, it can't be that much bigger, but
It is big, bro.
Does it feel that much?
Best pitch probably be Craven Cottage.
Craven Cottage.
It's like a carpet, bro.
I like the way their stadium set, man. That's old school.
Yeah, it's
like
nice.
I think that's the oldest club in the Premier League, I want to say.
So yeah, I think you're right.
Back to and again, Best player you've played with. I know you said Gallagher. You going with that?
Oh, or is it?
No man. If you ain't watching, you better be watching.
Come on the couch, Gallagher, man. Get him on the couch.
For different types of Billy, Johnny Williams would be there. Conor Gallagher is there.
Who's someone in training? Because there's always players in training
that was sick.
That are sick, but people watch him on TV like he's fucking shit.
Oh, no.
Like people always say like someone like Henderson, yeah. People always slate him like, oh, he's not. But people who play with him say in training is like his tech is there with everyone. So is there someone like you played with in training who you see on match days who don't just really showcase?
And the opposite as well. Is there someone in training like Jadon Sancho that is not performing in training?
I can't really.
It's not getting to play.
No, because you've got some. I can't really say as players you think like perform in training don't not really like that anymore. Say a person who trains and takes in the games, Connor Chaplin and Sam Morsey. They train like they're playing.
Connor Chaplin's hot right now.
Yeah,
as well.
Connor.
Yeah. Ilias Chair. He'd be up with one of the best players I played with. Ilias Chair, Chris Willock. Name and Ben, and then they're coming to me now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Willock.
Chris Willock, Ilias
Chris
Chair.
Willock is mad.
Hey, keep it all right, Chris Willock.
Yeah. I'd probably say to put them forward there.
What about the maddest man you've played with? Like mad, with like
Height loss.
Sam Morsey.
swear.
He'll tell you to kill you.
No way.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I remember I went to one of your games when you played with George and Kobe. My man took his shirt off, brother.
Yeah.
I remember he coming off the pitch. He took. I ain't seen a football player built like that, bro.
Sam Morsey, crazy guy, with me.
That's nuts.
Gets in your arse bar, but head under. Just like it's nothing. Looks after his body mentally.
Them man there should be
Trains how he plays and plays how he trains.
Any scraps in any change rooms or any clubs? Because you've played a lot of clubs. Has there been any scraps that the public don't know much about?
Loads. I just can't.
That must happen. I was gonna say, that must happen all the time. You still friends with Gatsby?
Yeah.
Orient.
Yeah.
He's an Orient fan, isn't
He lives in America now.
Big. Oh, swear.
Real estate in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I remember going on his Instagram one time. And man was just laughing off McAuley's thing. I said, yeah, I'm trying to get to one of them boys. Them Gatsby parties are different.
Yeah, no.
Shout out Gatsby.
Maccauley, man. Appreciate you, man. Serious. Appreciate you coming on that. 1 Pod experience. We got it on TV now.
Oh,
hey, I've just realised.
I'm not gonna lie. When man scores next, it might have to be a 1 and B. I gotta see that.
Saturday.
I'm not gonna lie, Mac is one of me bare man. I'm a bear time to score man's back. So.
Hey, people, thank you for watching the 1 Pod experience. Thank you for listening to the 1 Pod experience. We'll catch you next time. Maybe.
Maybe
Conor Gallagher
on
on the couch.
We might have to. If you wanted to see anyone on the 1 Pod experience who you played with,
who would it be?
And you might have to help us with the answer. Drop a little 1-2 DM. So I know.
That's number one.
Who's got stories?
Who's got stories for days? Like your life is a movie. But do you know any players you play with? Their life is.
He said it already.
George Kobe. That's the one that I love. That guy, man.
Because when you say stories, from what he came from to achieve,
probably crazy. Yeah,
swear.
That's one guy. I used to travel in very morning to Leighton Orient, and bro, when I say the most humble guy, he's a tough background to come and play in the Premier League, bro.
Where he's come from.
So yeah, that's what he's saying.
He's a monster. Crazy. You might have to. Is he retired now?
He's manager of Mason, isn't he?
Oh, is it? Hey, George, come on the pod, man. Hey, I can still play a bit, so we can. Yeah, talk to me, dog. You heard where I gassed up your body. Talk to me.
Alright,
sick.
People, it's past my bedtime now. Subscribe to the channel.
Yes, late.
Comment, like, share. Catch you on the next one. 1 Pod. Kiss, kiss.
Jesus.
Thank you very much.
Fucking beautiful.